So that one, we will take him blood, do test for him, do scan, look the age, get some parameters, so we say the woman must satisfy to qualify for that medical treatment. But if you don't pass that stage, no big, now operation now you do. So waiting with the operation, you know, say that time the thing don't burst. So once something don't burst already, and many of them they present late. By the time many of them will come, the thing don't burst, I mean don't really burst, they get pain, all those things don't happen. So that time now to do operation, to take on that one where be say it don't burst, the place where be say it don't tear, you will repair.
Wait, for you know say some people will come late. For how you go fit take those say this thing because person get belle and you meet your husband, at least you go dey feel some things, you go dey happy small. You go dey check body. They do that. For how you go fit take feel say e be like say
you know dey in place so
wey suppose dey.
Now the most important question how you don't answer. You know some people once they see they don't miss their periods, they will meet their oga.
What's the deal?
Go on to and we go chemist, go buy pregnancy
test.
Do am. And go even do small party for the house. Now, that early time where you say you don't get belle, next thing, just go hospital. That first month where you miss your menses, go hospital. Tell doctor, I don't miss my period. I beg, I won't check. The pikin stand for the correct place.
So now be days the thing they take a swim. Now only 1 minute go take swim go to stand for.
No, you say by the time we say you don't miss your menses, we don't count and say 1 month with that.
Yeah.
We don't count and say 1 month.
I'm not to sell on you.
Mi ò sọ́mọ̀ kankan mo ti padà sílé ó ti pẹ́.
Okay, they don't change.
Now make I ask this question. You say fallopian tube na two. If they comot one, because anybody will get this top wey we dey talk, most of them they comot am. If na comot one, the remaining one fit do the job.
Right, you know, so as God take blind, people like say person will get 2 eye. All the things we God create, two.
Only our mouth be one.
Only one.
We feel they shut up sometimes.
So you know, say if one eye blind, maybe you can see with one.
Yes.
Now so if one eye say one hand self cut, you go still they walk with one. So if woman, if them come out one fallopian tube, that one will remain. You go fit take and born 20 pikin if you want one. Yeah. But the only come out with they be say, Oloju come by one share oko. Java, you understand? Person when you get one eye, you know they follow them, they play rough play.
If you go do mistake, you hit the remaining one.
Don't finish.
Now blind with that.
So once you know, see they don't do that operation for you, you get a topic. They don't do operation. They don't come out one tube. You remove only one tube. That one you go protect them. How you go take guide them? You go make sure say anything infection not near them. Now the commonest things where they cause make that tube block. Now the infection. All those yama transmitted infection. So you get man, woman meet, you get infection, get discharge, toilet disease, all those yama things. And they come accumulate, come block the tube. Now it be the commonest cause. You know, those sometimes
food not the cause.
No, food not the cause. How food because
may not be say maybe person they chop of puff too much. You can't go gather there.
Yes. I mean, person they chop chingom too much.
Now which year now I give Choma diploma for the cat that you guys I will cover that diploma for that.
No, I just ask you not be saying no food they cause.
I'll be making person house now.
So the commonest cause might be that infection. Now sometimes if person get mass, maybe get fibroid, the thing can go push and come press the tube. Those things they cause as some self congenitally as them born them, the fallopian tube they walk. All those ones not too common. The commonest one, might be that infection.
Okay, somebody talk say if husband meet his wife, can't discharge, the wife can't stand up immediately. They say they cause her.
They cause ectopic.
Say if husband meets wife,
suppose lie down, relax there, pass well,
drive well. They say if you stand up green like that, the thing will stop. No because when you stand up, you do like this.
Now from that explanation why I give now, sperm, he meet egg, then fertilize, he will come down. So person meeting husband, he stand up. That one will fit cause him.
Now they talking.
They talk now.
Yeah, that one not correct.
Because when they say it's good to say when you meet your wife finish, and you stand up going home, he's supposed to relax for about 5 minutes.
Now correct advice. If couple they find picking, a better better advice if the man and the woman, if they meet, make the woman stay small. Wait, the rush goes. Waiting the push one.
You won't cook.
Which cook? Make you wait now, so that the thing will feed, travel, enter, go meet. But that will not the cause ectopic. The only thing they say will increase the chances. Say the woman will fit get better. All other factors being equal.
I beg you. Apart from this, because anytime we call operation, I dey fear. Apart from this operation, she no get another style wey be say dem fit take treat am.
And I talk say if the woman quick come early enough, and doctor check am, then do scan, and she say, madam, this pikin
no stand well,
na wrong place, na here they go develop. They come do the HCG profile, check the value, see the gestational sac where
make e enter.
E no go enter.
They go flush and comot.
They go give her get one injection wey they give that kind of patient.
Orin dada ni.
Orin
ló lọrin.
So the place, that place where you go hook, so and then I go pass, go meet Baba God. We go send her back. You know, we go send her back. So they go give her injection. That injection, what thing you go do? You go dry that sac. So I don't want to say.
No talk.
So we can go back to where they come from. You know waka well now, according to Chioma.
You know waka well.
Send and go back, make it come back, come waka well.
So anybody wey dem born put for this world, e don waka well.
E waka well. Now Lori Ray na him be.
Yes, our people, we know so still they watch this program, and now mixed grill, Dr. Wilson Ikubese, where he be the medical director of Sky Hospital. Now we carry on today, and we talk about this thing where we to call ectopic pregnancy. They say the time we just get belly, now you go visit your doctor straight. Make they help you check first and foremost. Say this thing stand where it's supposed to. I bet which kind of pain somebody go they feel the time if you think say be like say this thing don't come out for hand, maybe we fit rush go hospital.
If person get ectopic, you know, the normal pregnancy symptom, you want to vomit, all those sleeping sickness, so those normal things will be. But apart from that, because say the thing not there for where it's supposed to, as they say, na fallopian tube na in it becomes pain, occasional
for
pain.
where?
For no, not the head, for the belly down. Person go
sharp pain like
sharp pain, go feel sharp pain for the belly, small pain.
Belly go dey turn you, go dey turn.
The belly say they shook you needle.
If you dey hear so, I beg you.
Sharp.
If you dey hear say, if they do say they shook you needle, go meet doctor.
And you know say you don't miss your menses. Sometimes say if you don't even know say you get belly sometimes.
Nice now.
You understand? So once you begin to feel pain, then small time you will feel dizziness. If dizziness don't they come, now if you say whether the thing don't burst inside, the woman don't they lose blood small, you go feel feel dizzy, you go feel weak. You know, say people like say make them take cutlass and make them cut person with cutlass. Person go they bleed outside. Go weak now, abi. Once you don't lose blood, you go weak. If care is not taken, you go buy. But this one now, they cut them inside. They bleed inside.
So where the blood go there, they go
People
stop.
they accumulate inside the belly. So
if belly go no go big.
Depend on the volume.
Say like now the pregnancy they be.
Depend on the volume of blood.
For how many weeks, how many months this person carry this kind of thing?
Carry waiting months for where? If the cut person cutlass where they bleed, how many months you go fit take water? Now imagine
one day.
Now emergency.
The person don't enter emergency.
Now emergency. Once doctor make diagnosis say this na ectopic. In fact, from that place you supposed to enter theater. Then they go house say, okay, may I go inform my grandfather? I want them ancestor. Say then talk. From there straight to theater, especially if the thing don't rupture. Because if care is not taken, you fit pass there, go back.
Doctor, when you as at the time wey we dey grow, téèyàn bá gbọ́ pọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ fún yàn.
Ẹ̀rù á máa ba èèyàn gan-an.
Ẹ̀rù á bá yàn.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ abẹ wá le koko tó yàn báyìí.
Ayé ìgbà yẹn ojúdúdú. The kind of technology wey we get now, not today. But now sef, we even see women wey we see dem go talk say, ẹ bá mi.
Bá mi ṣe operation gbọ́mọ ìjáde.
Ẹ bá mi ṣe operation gbéjáde mi ìfẹ́ wàhálà. Some go say bíbẹ̀ yẹn ṣe wà mí ìfẹ́ kó change. Bọ́kọ mi ṣe fẹ́ nìyẹn, especially.
Wọ́n wá lápò ẹ̀ wọ́n á gbọ́mọ.
Ọdẹ gbọ́mọ, ọdẹ wà bó ṣe wà, ọkọ ọdẹ ìdókòó lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní wòta just because say the thing dey as.
Ọlọ́run kó ṣọ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run kó ṣọ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yes, our people, we know so now don't really gain something this morning. Doctor, before you come up for the program today, what will be your advice for, especially we young people, when we say we just they marry, you know, say all these young boys, girls, they just say, I don't see husband, get belly. Some say never do it, but they get belly.
Some even go, they don't do wedding for her.
They get belly. So, what will be your advice for them?
My advice would say our young girls making cool down, make una calm down. No over rush, because if you rush in, you go
rush out.
And then make we be careful. Faithful partner. Okay?
That's double portion of the anointing. Make the boy too stay faithful. Make the girl too stay faithful.
The doctor does say faithful
partner. Because the infection yama full down. Now once you don't get better, don't just sit down for house, say thank God. Then say na 4 months, now then they register for antenatal.
4 months.
If you don't reach 4 months, I lost hospital. Oh, once you don't miss your period, that day, oh yeah, really, go hospital.
Okay.
Doctor will check you, then go do scan for you. Say okay, we'll do that.
So on is a passion to your pop, we are feel pé o fẹ́ wá ṣakọ.
Agudo wo o dúró dáadáa.
That's the first thing. Mo ti lóyún. Next question is what?
Ṣó dúró dáadáa. So ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹ ti ń wò.
Ẹsẹ̀ tó wú tí ò dùn ní ẹ jẹ́ ká má kíyèsí ara o. Wọ́n ní pé tí o bá ti lóyún, ìyẹn oríire ni. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni pé kó gbé ìgbésẹ̀ sí oyún yìí o.
Ṣó dúró dáadáa. Wọ́n ní tí o bá wá dúró dáadáa.
Sọ pé o dúró dáadáa, o ti jẹun lọ. Bóyá èèyàn lè dúró lẹ́yìn oṣù mẹ́rin kó jẹ́ padà wá.
After 4 months, a padà wá lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ antenatal.
Antenatal. So ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, a nílùú jù báyìí lọ lórí ètò Mixre níbi abala ìlera wa. Ectopic pregnancy, wọ́n ní ojú tí ò bá ti dúró níbi tó yẹ kó dúró sí náà ń pè ní ectopic o.
Ló máa ń gborúkọ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Yóò ti gborúkọ mọ́ wọn ó gborúkọ wá ẹ̀tọ́. Ọlọ́run ní járógun ectopic. Àwọn tá a dẹ̀ ti rí náà kì í ṣe wọ́n ní kì í ṣe ọfà ikú torí tó bá ti tètè dé hospital wọ́n á lè bá ẹ tètè ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sún sókè lọ́hùn náà ká máa kí dókítà wa pé ẹ ṣé o a máa rí yín bá a tún pè yín lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀.
Dókítà wà lé.
Ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀rọ̀ ìbà òye.
Ìbà náwó lọ́hùn ní o ìbà o. Ìbà ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀rọ̀ ìbà o.
Mójúbà ó ní yóò ní o ìbà o. Àtàbàtúbú ogóyè báyìí nókè òye.
Ìbà náwó lọ́hùn ní o ìbà o. Ìbà ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀rọ̀ ìbà o.
Bọ́lá ológun tó yẹ éjú bàbá yìí nókè o. Ó mọ̀ ẹ́ ṣẹ̀dá mi mọ̀mọ́ júbà òye.
Ìbà náwó lọ́hùn ní o ìbà o. Ìbà ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run ìbà o.
Mójúbà Jésù lókè o ìbà o. Ìbà ṣẹ̀dá mi wo máa ṣe o.
Ìbà náwó lọ́hùn ní o ìbà o. Ìbà ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run ìbà o.
Mójúbà Jésù lókè o ìbà o. Ìbà ṣẹ̀dá mi wo máa ṣe o.
Ìbà náwó lọ́hùn ní o ìbà o. Ìbà ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run ìbà o.
Ó máa yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o. Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Àwọn ọkùnrin ká wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Àwọn obìnrin dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Àwọn ọmọdé ká wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Àgbàlagbà ká wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Haúsá Ìgbò dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Mùsùlùmí Ìgbìrà ká wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Yorùbá ká wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Nàìjíríà dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Lédè àgbáyé ká wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o.
Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o. Ó yá dá wá yìn Jésù o. Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mo ti ríre gbà o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Ure náà tún mi o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Ure náà sì mi o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Ure náà rí wa o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Ní gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Jésù gbére ogógó mi o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Ó tún gbére ọmọkò mi o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Ó gbére ìgbàlà wa o.
Ure o ọyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Jésù Kristi ìmú bá òde mi e. Àtòbàjáyé ìmú bá òde ayọ̀ mi pọ̀ e.
Jésù Kristi ìmọ̀ bá òde mi yé. Àtòbàjáyé ìmọ̀ bá òde ayọ̀ mú pọ̀ o.
Alágbàwí ìmú bá òde mi e. Arúgbó ọjọ́ ìmú bá òde wo mọ̀ ṣe o e. aṣọ odù bàbá aṣọ báyìí lọ́hùn wó dàbíwé mọ́ o lágbádá iná wó dàbíwé mọ́ o arúgbó ọjọ́ wó dàbíwé mọ́ tẹ́ kò ṣeun tí wó dàbíwé mọ́ o ṣàtó bá jayé wó dàbíwé mọ́ o.
When you talk about culture, we are there. Entertainment, we dey there for now. Nde de yebe ti we lon le dùn mọ́ iṣu ṣara e a de dúpẹ́ náà lon le dùn mọ́ yo mú opportunity na ko wá fi da ka ṣe ye ṣe náwó Miss Gray yìí o television wa yìí Osrc yìí tó Ondo state yìí odolon gbà wá ló di ṣe wá nu wá fẹ́ a dúpẹ́ náà lon le dùn mọ́ e agiyan wọn na kan fi a da bá ti lọ da bo àmọ́ tí amúyàn kan wá o ma wá giyan wá mo e fi ada state ale èyí ẹ I know so now they there we so now they still they watch the program. We tell now before say we go bring people up, we go talk well. On top this matter, will be matter of say they want create states. How many states? Why they want to create them? How they take create them? Waiting day inside, waiting be the advantage, waiting be the disadvantage. And how this thing take favor ourselves? Say favor on those states, I be not favor us. Waiting be the agitations of the people. Waiting be that things where we say they still they talk say how na go take do am like this. Then for the senatorial district, how they take put down. Ojú wo no fi wo kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan. Àwa nílé náà nìkan sàn. Àwọn tó ti mọ̀ dáadáa. Káyọ̀dé.
Ló wà ń tòsí.
Torí mo mọ̀ pé bí mo ṣe ń ju ẹni òun ò ga. Àwọn tó mọ̀ tó mọ̀.
Oyún ògbìn nínú
ìkanra wọn.
Ẹni tó bá ti mojú ògún lájọ ń pobì nírè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ní tó bá yé ni ló yé ni.
Ó yé ni o.
Tó yé ni ló yé ni.
The one you understand, you understand. The one you don't understand.
You go just the manager, leave am, buy wake up. Ó dá sọ ní pé àlejò wa ti wà bí tí wọ́n jókòó kàǹkà. Ẹ̀yin aláàfẹ́ dá ìpínlẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Why are we creating more states?
Before we go ask am.
So all those things now will put inside our question.
Yes, sir.
Is it necessary? Why are we doing it? Is it the right time? And what are the benefits for the people?
And we have Mr. Oludaisi Adeterun. I see this man on a public commentator, House of Representative proposal to create a public commentator. And what we won't really look inside, say.
This matter, it affects public.
Create tonight, 31.
31. I better make no speak like this.
Brother, how you doing? Because me, I won't call you brother because my family meeting.
The family meeting with
this family meeting.
And I'm happy to be here this morning. It's only that the mode of communication this morning has to change. Is that?
Yeah.
Anyone you like, bros. Okay.
You can even go to your local.
Like
through my calendar. Let's Yes, I greet all our audience, I greet viewers at home, everybody. Well, the matter of state creation is not a new thing in Nigeria. Yes. You will realize that in 1956-57, before the London Conference of 1957, before independence, the minorities in Nigeria, because of the fear that they had of the domination of the majority, that is the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba people, they appealed to the British government then that it's only state creation that will be able to allay their fear of domination. And the British, they looked at it, they saw what many of us are seeing even today ahead, that state creation really might not be able to solve the problem, so to say, to allay the fears of the minority. But instead of that, they would propose that fundamental human rights should be enshrined in the Constitution in order to allay the fears of the minority. So they set up the Wilkins Commission of Inquiry to look into that. And they looked into that and came out with the proposal that state creation might not be the thing that will allay the fears of the people, as I said earlier.
So along the line, we had our independence in 1960. We still maintain the three region structure, the North, the West, and the East. We are three. It will interest you to know that in all our years of independence in Nigeria, all the states that had been created, they were done by the military.
Yes.
Civilian government did not, except during the First Republic, when Midwestern state was created out of West. And obviously, all of us knew the reason why that was done. In order to break the back of Obafemi Awolowo, they did that. But ever since, we've not been able to create states under civilian dispensation.
Why?
It's not an easy thing to create state. Even if you look at Chapter 1, Section 8 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, you see a very cumbersome process of creating states. So I'm just looking at people that are saying that they want to create 31 more states now. That how are they going to do it?
It's just a proposal.
It's a proposal, but a proposal also is a reflection of your mindset of what you want to do at any point in time.
Okay, when you look at this creation of states that we are talking about,
we have a lowdown of what we have.
There are many, 31.
31.
But to our surprise, we didn't see anyone from Ondo State.
No, apart from that, maybe I can just run down. We have the Northern Central.
Let's start from
7, and we have the Northern East. We have 4. Northwest, we have 4, and our Southeast, we have 5. So South, we have 4, and the Southwest 7. Now in Ondo State, as big as Ondo State is,
there is no one.
It
is something that is paining that people are expecting. We should discuss it.
Well, I don't want to believe that people are not agitating that there should be more states from Ondo State. Akoko people are canvassing for creation of Akoko State.
But there is nothing like that in the
where officially it's not there, but that does not mean that people are not agitating. Akoko people believe that they are homogeneous, and just like Ekiti, they can stand on their own and be a state. But above and beyond all these agitations for state creation, we should be looking at the fundamentals as far as good governance is concerned.
Okay,
as
now,
far as right of the citizens.
To you as a public analyst, looking at this creation of states, what do you think will be the advantage or will be some good things that we may get out of it? First, let's look at the good side of it before we come to maybe some hookups.
Well, what people may want to term as advantages, which personally I don't see as advantages, is that it will enhance more development in the state so created.
Because
it will bring government closer to the people. It will make people to be able to have employment. Maybe other civil servants are now gathering to go and form the corps of the civil service in the new state.
Ekiti and Ondo State then.
Exactly. But when you look at all this, they are not indices of development in many ways. They are not. Yes, number one is going to make cost of governance to go up across the board.
Presently the cost of governance is
up.
But then the dividends of this democracy, the dividends of the governance is not even getting to the grassroots because the states are just too big. If I'm from Ondo State now and I'm from Ondo town, the moment I'm a governor, I think I want to concentrate my idea back to Ondo town and give Ondo the best. Then what happens to Ekiti? Then what happens to Akoko? What happens to the riverine areas? The riverine areas have their own states. You have your own baby to take care of. You want to do everything at your own power to make sure you hold on to your. Don't you think such will be better? And at the same time, we'll be able to share the national cake equally so that we get to the grassroots.
If that should be the aspiration of people that are yearning for more state creation, then let's transform the 774 local governments to 774 states in Nigeria.
It will be
okay. The argument now is you are proposing 31 more states to add to the 36 states that we have. That will take you to 67 states. Mind you, many countries that are practicing democracy all around the world, they are not talking about more state creation. America has 330 million population.
But they have 50.
They have 50 states.
Yes.
Look at India that has 1.2 billion people. India has only 28 states.
Because
Canada has...
Because India has almost the same language.
No,
and their senatorial districts are closer to each other. You know,
it's not
when
because
the Hausa people comes, the Yoruba will come, the Igbos will come, and you know, it will see as if we're cheating ourselves.
Well, if you are looking at it from that angle, one could agree that one or two states could be created to allay the fears of minorities because of ethnicity, because of religion, because of all other divisive factors that are present in that state. And a state that will always come to my mind is Kaduna State.
That is why I want to take you up. Now the Northern Knights, presently, they are more than also. And when there are decisions in the House, you need to lobby them. Are you not looking at it from this side that equality should be there? That if not is 50, where should be 50, it should be 50. So we'll be able to massacre our points and tell them this is what we need. Then if it is vote, then we lobby each other. But ordinarily, if there is anything we want to vote on now, the Northern will have it.
Well,
are you not looking at it from that side?
Definitely every southern person will be looking at it from that point.
But is it not that way? Is it not working that way?
That is our wish, that is our aspiration. And that is the more reason why people are calling for constitutional amendment of the structure called Nigeria. But they also will tell you that in population they are more than you, although that is debatable. They will tell you they are more than you in population, and because of that, fairness, equity, and justice demand that they should have more states than you. Now, if you continue to agitate for creation of more states, I can bet you that the more you do that, the more you are reducing the propensity of what you were sent to, especially if you are in the National Assembly.
We have more people from this new states to go to the National Assembly.
The reason why I'm saying this is that the constitutional provisions, as we have it today for state creation, is a very cumbersome process. People are not even looking at this process.
But no matter how cumbersome it is, the military are doing it.
The military did it with Fayad. The military could just come up one day and order a decree to be promulgated that we've so created. They took it from 19 to 21.
Let's borrow from the military.
You cannot borrow from the military.
Okay, we should follow the procedures.
If you want to follow the procedure and the process, you will find out that we're not going to make any headway.
How?
Okay, let me give you, for instance, the provision of the Constitution states that anybody or any group of people looking for states, two-thirds majority of the House of Assembly of those people, they must agree. Apart from the agreement, two-thirds majority of the National Assembly too must agree.
They've agreed.
No, they have not agreed. Let me just take you on this.
Okay.
If somebody in Kaduna State now is proposing that they should have a Southern Kaduna or whatever name the state is going to be called, and you in Ondo State, you are clamoring that, oh, Akoko should be created as well. The moment you see that in the National Assembly nobody is supporting your own agenda, there's no way you want to support Kaduna State. I mean the representatives from Ondo State. They will not.
Sir,
even the ones that are saying that they want to create Ijebu State now, there is fear in Ondo State that at the end of that creation, when boundary adjustment is being made, they could say, oh, let some part of Ondo South go and join Ijebu State, which is against our wish and aspiration in Ondo South. So you will see our representatives, they will not agree. So you will continue to drag the process. 1 year we go, 2 years we go, that administration will wind up. So that is why...
You are from Ondo State.
I am from Ondo State.
But by the proposal that we are looking at, that's nothing about Ondo State.
I'm just using that as an analogy, as an example. I'm not saying Ondo State is there. I'm just using it as an example. For instance now, people from Ijebu, they are clamoring more than any other group in Nigeria that there must be an Ijebu state. Kaduna South people are saying that because of marginalization that they face.
And that's the thing.
Despite the fact that they have more local government than Kaduna North.
Even
and that they are facing that they want their own state.
Yes.
The moment Ijebu is not being supported, you will not see representatives either from the Senate or House of Reps that are from Ogun State that we want to support the creation.
Can't we use executive power?
Executive power, do you mean executive order by the president?
Yes, no.
It can never be done.
Can never.
Why?
Because
it's a democracy.
The militaries are using it now.
The military is using it. because we operated under dictatorship. But here now we have democratic governance whereby you have to carry all the people together in whatever you want to do. You have to debate issues. You have to debate matters. Matters have to go through.
Is it not in a sorry, Kayode. Is it not in a situation where in a situation like this, it goes with canvassing your other members?
Lobby.
You lobby. Because okay, see, understand with me, I want us to create Ondo State. You know why I want us to create Ondo State? Please come just support me. Then you come to me again and tell me, oh, I want us to create Kaduna State. And you give me reasons why we should create Kaduna State. In looking
even
at
before
it
you
very
become
well,
an honorable,
it is easier said.
So definitely, if
it is easier said than
if it
done.
is cumbersome, that means creating a state under democracy is cumbersome.
It's very, very cumbersome. They
but
tried
what
it.
We can do.
They tried it under Obasanjo. They tried it under Jonathan. It didn't fly because it is cumbersome.
Oh, it will fly now.
It will not.
It will fly.
I think it will fly.
Maybe you come from Ondo State.
I come from Ondo State. I be Kale proper.
Make I ask you this question.
Okay.
If they give you a Kale state, you go throw am.
Why will I not be happy that
if they give us now Akoko State, e no good?
E good. Everybody go like am for Ondo State now.
Why would they say it's Kubason? Make we find
we are saying things that are in the constitution.
But wait, for that our constitution,
the way they
Shebi na person write am. Shebi na we write am.
No be even we write the constitution.
Shebi na person write am.
Na the military na they give us constitution.
Okay, when they give us the constitution, and anything wey dey inside constitution na step by step.
Step by step.
So, but in the moment wey be say anybody wan do anything, and you don dey fear already say this thing is cumbersome, definitely that person no go achieve the goal. So the way you two dey think, if to say you dey house of assembly or you be one of our representatives, na so your mind go dey do chakam this thing no fit work o.
Make we not.
E no fit work o. Why be say una mind dey talk say e no fit work?
Make we not tell lies. People wey dey there, wey dey propose this thing, wey dem say they wan do am make Nigeria have more states. They themselves, they know say e no go easy.
And so nothing dey come this life wey dey easy.
It's just like make person pull basket now. He say e easy now, make I dey pour water, the thing go full. He no say e no go full.
Oga, you fit go put leaf inside the basket.
You
get times wey be say.
Except you dey do ojoro.
I know, they will not be ojoro. This one na start. But okay, make we call like this now.
Okay.
E be like say for these things wey be say they wan create, e get one side wey be say e favour pass the other side. Why e be like that?
Well, there's no way you can do anything in a democracy that you will say you have achieved 100% equity. You will still see people wey go dey call say they are marginalized. Let me give you an example now. If in Ondo State, I'm not saying that people are agitating for state creation in Ondo State. If 2 more states are created from Ondo State now, we have Ondo North, South, being a state, Ondo Central being a state, Ondo South being a state. You no go reach 5 years before you go see people.
Ijaw go talk say
Ijaw go talk say their language different. Even if they hear wetin we dey talk, they go say they no hear Yoruba.
Because development we dey plenty pass before we dey before.
So we must not base development on state creation. State creation, to me, make I quote wetin Professor Jega said. Professor Jega, former INEC chairman, he say this thing will lead to atomization of the Nigerian state. What do you mean by atomization? It then means that you will reduce structures of governance into small. That is why I said the other time.
Somebody no go go sit down. Can't say na be the Jagaban, na be overall, na be anything.
This equity where you talk about, I will ask question. Then how with that thing, how do we play it now in Nigeria?
We should be looking at making a Nigerian state a nation state.
How?
As we did now, Nigeria no be nation. Nigeria is a conglomeration of many nations.
Many nations.
Many nations. We not get nationhood.
We not get
nationhood. The only country for the world where we can call a nation is what will be this country way near Ethiopia? I go remember now. Now be the only country we speak the same language. We get the same religion. We get the same culture. We get the same everything. Even if you still look at it, they are not having the best of development yet because of differences of human nature.
No.
If Nigeria get 100 states today, we get 100 governors, we get 500 first lady, we get different people go still they agitate say they want more
because it is a woman's nature.
Yes.
So, but we no go talk say because we go dey agitate, because very soon now our own generation will pass, another generation will come. At least now when they fight that time say okay, make una create and like this. I remember the time when they create Ekiti out of Ondo State. It was said they not let Ekiti go. Ekiti for not develop, go still they fight the right way here, they write a petition. But now that they write their own petition for the outside, we they face
and they get their own.
And each papa go they take care of his own pikin. Now, some papa don't even know how many pikin where they born. Like Oyo State now. If you see how Oyo State take big, Ibadan alone is enough for one state. No talk of Ogbomoso, talk of Okeogun, and all of them they under Oyo State. So this equity where we they talk about.
We only they talk about all this because of our level of development. For to say development did come as we did expect and in the go round. Nobody will talk about state creation. That is the truth. I cited the example of India the other time here that this is a country that has 1.2 to 1.3 billion souls, human beings. And they have just 28 states.
They speak one language.
They don't even speak one language in India. There are different other sub-national groups that make up such states. Look at Canada, for instance. Look at how big Canada is. They have 13 states, with Quebec being the only state that is speaking French out of the 13.
So the two way you talk, now only that one they speak French out of the 13. Now tell me how many languages you they speak for Nigeria.
You know, not be language now it matter.
Tell me
if you get to America, for instance, now you may want to be tempted to say, oh, Americans speak one language which is English, but they still have their own
dialect. Today we know.
Apart from dialect, every state still has its own way of governing itself. But the overall thing that we should be talking about is development. For we to have development,
sir,
not necessarily.
Tell me how development is taken.
If they create state, are you saying
development?
If we create state, we are only imagining that we have development. We will not have.
How?
Okay, the way we are now, I go put it to you that the level of development that we have now is not commensurate with the level of development that we have. We are only growing. We are not developing.
Person go grow.
No, we are only experiencing growth. We are not experiencing development. That is what we are facing.
Who they cause?
Now government they cause am.
The government don say make we dey for our state. Make I dey my day, make we dey your day.
No be government they say make we dey. Now people they say make we get state.
Now we put those people there as our
Democracy is government of the people,
by the people and for the people.
And for the people.
What I
people now
expect,
come dey talk say allow us make we dey our day.
what I expect people to talk, make them demand for government. Now good governance.
Well, how we go take do good governance?
It's not by creating of more states now.
But how? Just give me some. How we go take do good governance?
The way you go create good governance be this. During election, for instance, you go vote, you no go collect money. At least that one go tell the person when they come say, I have to be responsible.
And if the other person decide not to be responsible,
that they go vote me out to.
They feel no vote and hard. If you use power.
No, for to say people know they collect money, fear go dey for people wey dey for power. That if I don't do well,
you dey suggest that one.
I dey on my now your idea I dey on my own. So if we can be doing that, you go see development dey come.
So how you go dey easy for those people to take share this thing wey dey table so, because no matter anything, equity. This equity matter.
We continue
see this table as this table dey now.
And the representation
if they say make we share
in Nigeria.
You dey here now, you represent that side. Me I dey represent you. If they want share am now, if they say make they share this table equally, you where you dey middle here go say no, because I dey middle here.
You no go dey equal. You no go dey equal.
Yeah.
You no go dey equal. Even if you put ruler, you go still see say, although it be like say this thing equal, but this place e get color of cake.
Yes.
Wey be
if e no too dey prominent.
But this one no get color.
If e no too dey prominent.
So for you now to begin to interpret it again, but this thing is equal now, it go dey cause fight. So what we need in Nigeria
now wetin
is not state creation. What we need in Nigeria is good governance.
Oga, North Central na 7 they put for them. North East na 4. North West na 4. Now so that they share and now. South East na 5.
go
We dey put South na 4. Southwest na 7. For this Obodo Nigeria, wetin you fit talk for this share wey dey share for you?
The share wey you dey see there na agitation wey people dey make. No be say president don say this is the state we will give to these people and they must to give them to them.
sir.
This is the one they must to give to
me
this
as
region
mama.
and they must to give them to them. It is the agitation of the people that they collated together that they arrived at this 31.
Can I use this analogy for
you?
You sir, you know, as a mother, if my pikin dey cry, I want biscuit I want biscuit I want kpako biscuit I cause say this pikin dey cry too much, she want kpako biscuit, and my hand no reach kpako biscuit na 100 naira. I cause say
you won't buy kpako biscuit.
If I go don't give her biscuit, e go still dey cry dey go. So instead of buy 100 naira biscuit, I go look for 70 naira own. I buy biscuit give her. At least if they no fit share reach 31. Here you think say Nigeria no need say make we share this thing small. Make this thing fit reach where
to buttress wetin you dey say, I travel to Maiduguri and I pass through Niger. We spent 3 hours
Inside the same state.
So why is the
come talk say now if governor, if for your state governor say he enter,
it's not the size. It's not the size per se. If you look at the United States, for instance,
this United States wey you dey talk all the time,
the state of Mississippi,
Africa we dey talk.
The state of Mississippi alone is almost the size of Nigeria for size. That size wey you see for north, na arid area you dey see so. Na arid. It's just like looking at Algeria now. We be in Africa, and you begin to see that because Algeria is big, that they should have more states than Nigeria. Things are not done that way. First of all, you look at the population. Is this population fit for this landscape that we have for it? Definitely. This state creation that people are saying now, apology to the Igbos. If you don't want to say they should be subdividing these subnational entities, the 5 states, the Ebonyi, the Enugu, the Anambra, the Imo, what do you have?
Yeah, for Imo alone, that like Aba State supposed to. Because Aba
like
alone.
Abia State. If you look at the geographical spread of these entities that I just mentioned, they are just so small. They are. Look at Bayelsa State, for instance, 8 local governments.
Now, since Bayelsa State, we then create them,
Yeah.
you know, say they don't constant. The equity matter and what did they call her? This minority, where we say they push them out before. Now they don't get mouth to take the stand on their own. If to say they don't give them state that time, therefore still there for minority. Where we say nobody go fit look at them.
I agree with you.
But they are eating the dividends of this democracy because they don't they alone now.
I agree with you to some extent that there are some minorities that were eventually grouped together and they form a homogeneous entity, just like Ekiti. Not even only Bayelsa, just like Ekiti. I want to point it to you that in Nigeria, we have more than 350 ethnic subnationalities. Before you know it, if state is given to Ijebu, for instance, you still find out that some people will be telling you that they are
Kale will come and say, give us our state.
No. Even within that Ijebu, some will be telling you that they are not Ijebu per se, that they are Remo.
And you cannot but have things like that.
And in another 15 years, you will see Remo say they want their own state.
Yeah,
15 years now.
gradually our own generation will not dey go.
Eventually, we must not be thinking about this generation alone. The Gen Z generation that is coming behind.
When it gets to their time,
they must create more states.
They will cross the bridge. Why are we? You see,
No.
sometimes when we overtake for this people.
Okay, this Aditara and me advice to Nigeria. What do you have to say about it?
The advice I always have for Nigerians, both the ruled and the rulers, is that we must endeavor to have good governance. We must endeavor to have inclusive government.
Equity matter.
Equity, that be the key, that be the currency.
Hey, but this equity no dey for this. So that means that they make democracy they had.
Not be state creation will give the, because state creation will even draw us back in the sense that if you have 67 states now, 67 as we are proposing, you are only opening more problems on Nigeria. In the sense that you need to create more local government.
But can we have equity in democracy?
You need to do boundary adjustment. If you know boundary adjustment problem for this country, people wey they buy themselves because of say, this place na our own. During Obasanjo period that time, they can't carry my grandmama town. They go put her for Ogun State during the two boundary adjustment. That is Ayidi. We be saying Naikale. If you get there now, Naikale, then they speak 100%. Will not be saying any Jebu dey there.
So now they don't be.
You go to see boundary clashes.
So you are scared of all those things. That's why.
People, if you continue to create more states, state creation must lead to very serious boundary adjustment.
We go adjust within our...
We know it don't go easy. You know how many people will go die in the process?
Oh my brother.
When they kill themselves,
if they give you a Kale state, you no go take.
We not agitate for a Kale state.
No, I ask you if they give
on the platter of gold, who knows whether I go become deputy governor for
Can you not imagine?
or senator.
Can you not imagine? I beg my brother, thank you very much for coming on the program today.
It's my pleasure.
We appreciate you. Well, an agitation, we still there, and there's still a propose. So, but anything where we say that they propose like this, it gets some things where we say don't they their mind. And the one way I just they beg all the time is say equity they very, very important. And how this thing will take reach everybody. Make somebody no go think say because I be governors and I'm only me. So maybe if they fit share and pass like that, good. But they don't see, make we see the wahala way inside before we put head. God make it bless us. Make we allow our brother make it
go. It's my pleasure to have been part of the
make I tell the people, I say, if we run for problem,
person no go do anything for life.
Make we face the problem.
So first problem once and for all. So yeah, may we go the other side when they come.
It's my pleasure.
Are we in Nigerians? Anywhere you see them, they are the same people. In America or Antarctica. Different faces, same passion. The best, they are Nigerians. Anytime you see us, we always stand out. The happiest, never downcast. Different cultures, same swagger. Out of the rest, we are Nigerians. We are one people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children we did our best for Nigeria. We're still the best. We are Nigerians. Yes, we are. Still the best. Above the rest. Anywhere you meet us, we are always different. Giants of Africa, we make the difference. Different professions, same resilience. No contest, we are Nigerians. Anywhere you meet us, we never give up. We know the fear face, we know who we are. Different languages, same confidence. Don't test, we are Nigerians. We are one people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children we did our best for Nigeria. We're still the best. We are Nigerians. We are one people. One people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children. Tell our children. We did our best for Nigeria. For Nigeria. Still the best. Still the best. Still the best. Let us pray for Nigeria. Let us stand for Nigeria. Let's unite for Nigeria. We are one people. Let's pray together. Pray together. Let's stand united. Stand united. In the future, we tell our children. We did our best. Nigeria. For Nigeria. We are Nigerians. We are one people. One people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we tell our children we did our best for Nigeria. Still the best, still the best. We are Nigerians.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ káàbọ̀ padà láti òdì kejì lọ́hùn-ún táwọn àgbà bá ní ọmọ pọ́n lórúkọ tá à ń pepo tí wọ́n rò láròjinlẹ̀ pé ọmọ dùn lórúkọ tá à ń pè wọ́n ní ikọ̀ wá ń jẹ́ àwọ̀ ló má tẹ́ orúkọ omi nìyẹn àwọ̀ ló má tẹ́ ètò rèé tí gbogbo èèyàn àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin gbogbo alájọ ń wọnú rẹ̀ àdàlú èlépo rẹ́dẹ́rẹ́dẹ́ mixture ṣé mọ̀ wípé ẹ wò pé àá ṣe ìbò àá sọ péjì àá sọ gbò àá sọ àkúrẹ́ àá sọ kàbà àá sọ Oǹdó gbogbo ẹ̀ là ń dàpọ̀ lórí ètò tọ́lọ̀ ń sìn gbà fún ẹ mọ́ fi ṣeré o bákan náà ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ní ilé iṣẹ́ ńláńlá ẹ jẹ́ ká pè yín ẹ wá dòwò pọ̀ mọ́ ètò yìí ẹ wá dòwò pọ̀ mọ́ ètò yìí ẹ wá sponsor ẹ rí wípé gbogbo ara ní ṣẹkúnṣẹkún fi ń ṣajé tí ẹ bá ti dòwò pọ̀ mọ́ ètò yìí àjẹ́ àbùgbàjẹ́.
ẹ jẹ́ fọtọ́lọ́ fún wa náà ká bá yín fi gbé ètò yín lára.
àbí ọ̀tàtà ló kọ́tà kẹ́yọkú gbogbo tó tà ibi ọ̀gbágbá bá gbọ́jà sí ilẹ̀ yọkú ti ń na tí èèyàn bá sọ pé mo lówó kan kíní kan mi ìdáhùn kọ́sọ́mà owó polówó ẹ̀ mi má bọ̀ kábà ìpolówó ètò
lórí mix green náà
wàdé rí pé adébẹ̀ kò sí owó tàǹkẹ́lẹ́ owó tàǹgẹ́lẹ́
ló wá fi ṣe
àbí làfi ń gbà lábàá yín gbé síta tí gbogbo ayé ó bá rí yín láìpẹ́ àtún lọ sí pele kan nípele tí ó tún jẹ́ pé gbogbo ayé títí dé ìlú èbó ni wọ́n máa wò tó àbí mo parọ́ tí ó mọ.
láìpẹ́ láàyè jìnnà
onídàáfólè tó kó níṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ló yẹ kó máa jẹ́ tí rẹ̀.
láìpẹ́ láàyè jìnnà ẹ ó wà máa wò wá.
ní gbogbo ayé.
bóyá lọ́wọ́ ìyẹn ló mú mi wọlé sí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tí a gbé wá ní abala amúlùdùn níta ti mú àwọn olórin àwọn eléré orí ìtàgé àwọn producers láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà máa gbé producer wa gan wá àwọn á béèrè báwo ló ṣe ń produce àwọn gbé àwọn technical directors wá a máa béèrè báwo ló ṣe ń ṣe torí abala yìí àyà sọ́tọ̀ fún
àtúgbà àwọn pìrìsẹ́ńtà wa náà kí lẹ ṣe ń rorí tó ń jọra wọn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni tígbà tí káyọ̀dé bá máa tó rìtáyà sí a máa pè wọ́n wá a máa tún wá béèrè àwọn questions lọ́wọ́ wọn ṣùgbọ́n lónìí a ti kọjá lọ sọ́dọ̀ olórin la gbé wá lónìí ṣé mo sọ fún ẹ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà máa gbé Davido wá sí program yìí Celine Dion bọ̀ ṣó dá Celine Dion.
màá fẹ́ dúró de ti Davido yẹn Celine Dion yẹn mi ò rò pé mo mọ̀ Davido tí mo mọ̀ yẹ màá wà lé mà yẹn.
wọ́n ní ẹnu oníkànnà ti ń gbọ́ ọkàn òun pàdé ẹ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ forí kí mi náà kọ́kọ́ forí kí mi.
àwàdé adé láti kanlẹ̀kùn rẹ̀ lónìí o.
kárí.
yẹ bàbá mi o ẹ̀yin ọ̀run ẹ wá ṣe fún wa.
ṣíṣe ẹni
abẹ́ máa gbọ́.
sẹ́ráfù ni wọ́n.
kí ni pẹ̀lú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí mo mọ̀ ní pé kẹ́ kọ́kọ́ forí wọlé náà ká fi wò pé ṣé lóòótọ́ lórí ẹ̀mí la gbé wá àbí.
wọ́n sọ pé apọ́líṣì ẹ̀.
kí lorúkọ yín àti pé irú orin wo lẹ ń kọ.
orúkọ mi ni ajínrere olúwàgbémiga ọmọ Falade tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Àwòkọ́.
olóhùn iyọ̀ kí ẹ bá débi o.
mo rí pé.
ẹ kò jí lẹ rí pé orin dé.
àti kékeré mi ni.
gbogbo yín ṣe àti kékeré bíi tí rẹ̀ ń tó dàgbà tó kàn ní orin kan wà bá mi lágbàlagbà.
orúkọ wa bá mi lágbàlagbà.
àti kékeré ni. so even èmi ò tiẹ̀ rò pé iṣẹ́ orin yẹn mo máa ṣe because nígbà tá a bá alọ school níwọ̀n bá kékeré bọ́ bàtà rẹ ní tọ́wá nígbà yẹn wọ́n tó wò pé ok jẹ́ ká fi sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ so iṣẹ́ yẹn gangan làwọn èèyàn wá wò bóyá mo máa ṣe mo wà nídìí iṣẹ́ tailor ẹ mọ̀ kéèyàn wà nídìí iṣẹ́ tailor fọdún mẹ́ta kó má lè rán dọ́stà ẹ̀rí kó lágbára sà ẹ̀ tó after kan tó wá wò pé
àbí kì í ṣọ̀nà ẹ̀
àbí kì í tiẹ̀ ń ṣọ̀nà ẹ̀
kó má ṣe kápẹ́ńtà ló yẹ kó kọ́.
a try nípa yẹn náà.
ẹ tún lọ kápẹ́ńtà.
kò ṣe a try nípa yẹn even electrician so lára àwọn tí ó jẹ́ ọ̀gá sí mi wọ́n máa wò wá báyìí so wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa gbọ́ mo yẹn sọ.
ṣé bọ́ bí dáàdì yìí náà ṣe mú yín káàkiri pé ó dà ẹ jẹ́ kó tún kọ́ ilé ìgbẹ́.
nígbà yẹn nìyẹn ní kékeré yẹn bọ́ ṣe mú mi káàkiri nìyẹn so àmọ́ àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé at the end of the day ọ̀nà orin ló padà.
ẹ dákun ta ló wá sọ fún yín pọ́nà orin lọ́nà.
ìgbà tí wọ́n wá lọ praise wọ́n wá sọ fún mi pé ọ̀nà orin yẹn ni so because èmi ò mọ̀ náà tẹ́lẹ̀ lóò tí má ti wà nídìí iṣẹ́ wọ́n ti tọrọ àyè fún mi pé láti Thursday mi ni máa wá bí iṣẹ́ o so tí má ti kúrò ní ibi iṣẹ́ ní Thursday ó tún di Monday kí n tó padà.
tó kọ́yà ní
ìgbà yẹn àwọn tí mo ṣe ń part tí màá wá ti wá gbé mi eléyìí á ti dé.
ẹ báwo lè yàn gan ṣe fẹ́ kọ́ṣẹ́ tá a mọ̀ṣẹ́ ní.
nígbà tó wá ń gbé yín fún part
kò yé mi bó bá jẹ́ ọ̀nà mi náà kò ní kí n má mọ ọdún mẹ́ta mo lò nídìí ẹ̀ nígbà yẹn.
ṣé gbàtẹ́ ẹ̀pọ̀ṣẹ́ yẹn tí wọ́n mú yín káàkiri pé àwọn orogún ilé àwọn àjẹ́ àwọn ọmọ sí àyàmọ̀tàlá.
ẹ̀mí èrò kò sí yẹn but at the end of the day wọ́n ṣẹ̀ wá rí i pé iṣẹ́ orin ni ọ̀nà mi.
ó dà báwo lè ṣe wá jẹ́ orúkọ tẹ wá ń jẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ń jáwó kó láìṣe yẹ.
mo lọ kọrin kan ní church kan so ọdún yẹn ti pẹ́ díẹ̀ ẹni yẹn wá wò mí títí ó ní irú ohun wo gan ni mò ń lò tí mo fi ń kọrin
mo lóhùn tẹ́ ń gbọ́ yìí náà ni ó ní rárá ó ti máa ti ń kọrin ó lóun máa ń wò ó ní àkíyèsí òun jẹ́ kó mọ̀ wípé ohun tó wà lẹ́nu mi pé á pé bíi 4 so òun ò ní máa pè mí ní Olúwagbémiga mọ́ pé àwòkọ ni màmá jẹ́.
ó ṣe sọ ní lórúkọ
olóhùn tó pọ̀ lóòótọ́ kí ló wá dé tẹ̀yìn wá gbà pé àwòkọ lẹ́jẹ̀ ṣé inú ẹ̀mí ni wọ́n ti sọ ni.
ìgbà tó sọ ẹni ẹ̀mí lẹni tí wọ́n sọ yìí so ìgbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ yẹn kò pẹ́ láti gbà yẹn even ó borí Gbénga tí mò ń jẹ́ so òun náà wá fi ń pè mí.
tabaka ní mímí 2 3 4 láti tó bí ọdún mélòó lẹ ti ń kọrin báyìí táwọn èèyàn yàtọ̀ gbà àwòkọ rí ó àwòkọ rí.
kí n má sọ pé láti kékeré but ìgbà tí mo ti wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo ti gbọ́njú díẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ta sí díẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ because
ọgbọ̀n ọdún
tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ kà báyìí kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìgbà tí mo ti ṣe album.
ẹ ti ṣe album.
bẹ́ẹ̀ so orin album mi kọ́kọ́ kọjá first album mi mo ṣe ní 2009.
ọjọ́ ẹ̀ta sí lóòótọ́.
kí lẹ pè àkọlé ẹ̀.
mo gbàtúrà.
èmi náà gbàtúrà ṣé ẹ wọnú ẹ̀mí lọ ni wọ́n ní gbàtúrà.
bí orin ẹ̀mí láre tí ẹ̀ ń kọ àbí ẹ máa ń fi jùjú díẹ̀ sí.
tí n bá ti wà ní church olórin ẹ̀mí ni mí bọ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pàtí ni wọ́n pè mí sí ohun tó bá fẹ́ lọ máa fún wọn.
bóyá wọ́n láwọn ní eléré bíi tiyín tọkọ wọn balẹ̀ obìnrin máa ń tẹ̀lé wọn wọ́n máa ń ní tó bí ìyàwó 2 3 mélòó ló wà báyìí.
rárá ìyàwó kan ni mo ní o sílé mi o.
àwọn tẹ̀gbẹ́tẹ̀gbẹ́ yẹn kan.
àwọn èèyàn èmi ò bá wọn ní tẹ̀gbẹ́tẹ̀gbẹ́ o.
wọ́n lè máa ní kútúbé bí ewèlè bí ewèlè.
rárá mi ní kútúbé.
kò sí wé àpọ̀nìjà àgbègbọ́dá dà.
rárá kò sí yẹn.
kí ló ń gbóni wá fún yín gbà yẹn.
Ọlọ́run ló ń kọ́ mi lórí.
ẹ má máa tàn wá àwọn èèyàn wọn máa lọ Ọlọ́run kọ ìlú jẹ́ Ọlọ́run máa wá ń gbé dọ́stà àti kiri tó fi
ṣe. ẹ jẹ́ ń fún yín ní example. ìgbà míì tí n bá sùn màá máa kọrin bọ́ tíyàwó mi bá wá jí mi tí n bá ti jí gbogbo ẹ̀ ni mo máa gbàgbé pátápátá so bàjá ìdí máa fi tají síbí máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fi jí mi ó ní mò ń kọrin káàkiri mò ń kọrin máa ní
gbogbo ilé
má bínú tí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ìwọ kò gbé fóònù mi sí rìkọ́dì máa bá mi rìkọ́dì so ìdí nìyẹn so mi dédé tí n bá dúró ń gbà mí náà wípé mo fẹ́ compose mo kàn máa rí pé nǹkan kan ń kan orin fún mi ni so kò ń ṣe pé bóyá èmi kàn máa dédé jókòó àbí bóyá máa kọ́ dédé sọ orúkọ èèyàn di orin ìyẹn wà a lè ṣe yẹn ní orí eré bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ̀ pé bóyá mo fẹ́ compose orin ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run ni o.
rẹ́kọ̀dù mélòó lẹ ti ṣe.
ṣé wọ́n máa ń pè ní jáde dáadáa ní.
dáadáa kò sí ibi tí mi kì í lọ yàtọ̀ sọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n.
ó dẹ̀ yẹ kẹ́ lè lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n.
tó ń bá sanwó fún yín pé kẹ́ lọ mú tẹ́ńsọ̀n wọn wálẹ̀.
mo lè lọ èmi ò rò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ròyìn náà ni pé mi.
káre ó máa gbà. ó dẹ̀ àtàbáwò dáadáa ṣe mọ̀ pé nígbà míì ẹ̀ tí ì ṣe fídíò kankan jáde.
mo ti ṣe fídíò mo gbàtúrà yìí fídíò ẹ̀ jáde a ṣe orin kan náà fìyìn folúwa fídíò náà wà ń ta.
ní ṣé àyín tí ẹ fi
àbẹ́yìn lolùdásílẹ̀
àti pé báwo náà ṣe gbà pé ó dá ọmọ yìí orin ló fẹ́ máa kọ torí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ bí ìgbà.
Ọlọ́run kọ̀ wò mí ṣe láàánú ni o orí ọ̀fẹ́ ńlá ni mo rí gbà torí ilé tá a ti bí mi ṣé n sọ sà.
ẹgbẹ́ ta
jẹ́ n sọ ọ̀dọ̀ Gbétu la ti bí mi.
lákùrẹ́ mi.
bẹ́ẹ̀ sà ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ Gbétu ni mí. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ilé ọ̀dọ̀ Gbétu sùn ọ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
àìkọ́ ìṣe àṣírí ni.
olùdásílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ìdí kò jẹ́ mi sọ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ olùdásílẹ̀ níbẹ̀.
olùdákọ̀rin ṣe
olùdá ìbílẹ̀ ni.
ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run kọ̀ ó fọmọdé irọ́lọ́ ẹ̀ pa.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà orí ọ̀fẹ́ ńlá ni so ni mo rí.
so irú ìjọ wo nìyẹn kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yá sí tẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí.
láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ mi láti kékeré mi ìjọ tí mo gbọ́njú bára mi náà ni mo ṣe wọ́ up till now.
kí ni ìjọ?
CNS. kérúbù àti sẹ́ráfù.
ọmọ kérúbù ni.
àwọn kérúbù máa níyàwó tó pọ̀ kí ló ṣe tọ́ ìyẹn níyàwó.
rárá àwọn kérúbù tí wọ́n bá sọ pé wọ́n máa níyàwó púpọ̀.
àgbọ̀ Jésù ní tẹ̀yìn àbí.
èmi máa nọ ìtànà ni. èmi máa sọ ìkan
àgbọ̀ Jésù
ìtànà. èmi máa sọ pé rárá mo dẹ̀ tún lè sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
àwọn tá a rí làwọn á sọ.
kí ni ìdí ẹ̀ tí mo sọ pé yára pé ká fi ti pé orí yàtọ̀ sórí ká mú yẹn kúrò àmọ́ ìbí tí a bí ẹlòmíì.
ẹlòmíì tí yóò bá níyàwó méjì ọ̀nà olè lọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́tẹ́ ẹlòmíì nínú àwọn tí mo tún mọ̀ jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní ju ìyàwó kan so tá a tún di jọ wà.
ẹja kúrò lágbá abẹ yẹn ẹja kúrò lágbá abẹ tí a bá wò ní mímí méjì torí àkókò wa ọjọ́ wo nínú yín dùn jù gẹ́gẹ́ bí eléré pé olúwa mo dúpẹ́ o wípé ti ẹ̀yàn mi sọ́nà yìí gangan.
ọjọ́ tí inú mi dùn jù gẹ́gẹ́ bí olórin pé àyàn mi sọ́nà yìí gangan òun ni ọjọ́ tí a wà lórí òkè à ń gbàdúrà so mọ́mì mi tó máa ń gbàdúrà fún wa orúkọ wọn ni wòlíì ọmọláyọ̀ ayọ̀olúwadáre so wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kan gbà yẹn nú ẹ̀mí pé ẹnìkan dẹ̀ wà ń bí o tí wọ́n á dédé pè lẹ́nu ijọ́ mẹ́ta yìí tí wọ́n á sọ wípé o ò ní passport máa bọ̀ wá ṣe passport tí wọ́n á dẹ̀ fẹ́ máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀ láti ìlú òyìnbó lọ.
ìyẹn tó wà sí pé ẹ ti lọ lóyún ìgbà ṣe wà.
mi ì tí ì lọ èmi kàn instantly yẹn mo kàn lọ sọ́kàn mi pé èmi kan náà kúkú ń bá sọ tó
mi ò tẹ́
mẹ́lẹ̀ yàn mẹ́mọ̀ lè nìyàn o.
mẹ́lọ ni ṣùgbọ́n mo lọ́nà omi tí ìbá wọn try irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ rí so kí ni mo fẹ́ fi sọ pé bóyá èmi náà ń bá wí but instantly bá ṣe ń bá kinní yẹn lọ mọ́mì yẹn tún repeat yẹn wípé ẹni yìí báyìí ó ti ń rò pé kì í ṣòun máa rò pé ṣé ìjà jẹ́ ni mọ́mì wa ìbáyìí mo ṣáà ẹnu kúrò ìgbà tó máa fi di bí kò ju bí ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta sí ìyá mi kan wà ní Amẹ́ríkà so ìyálájé wọ́n kàn pè mí pé àwòkọ́ ẹ pé ẹnìkan báyìí pé ẹnìkan báyìí mọ ìyálájé ẹ wo ẹ fi mí lẹ̀ mi ò lè pe ẹnìkan kan àwọn máa sẹ́ni nọ́mbà ẹ̀ sí ẹ pé mi ò lè pe anybody ẹ kàn fi mí lẹ̀ bẹ́yẹn so mo rò pé àwọn wá pé ẹni yẹn wọ́n á sẹ́ni nọ́mbà mi sí bẹ́ẹ̀ni yẹn ṣe pè mí direct pé kí n jọ ó wá jẹ́ ìgbà tó wọ́n gidi tí ọjọ́ Àbújá everybody sá lọ ó jẹ́ ní kí n jọ pé
wọ́n ṣe wá fẹ́ ṣe passport
báyìí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe passport òun fẹ́ ṣe.
ẹ tá bá wò ó torí àkókò wa tá bá wò ó ìjọ wo nínú yín bàjẹ́ jù pé kí n fi ṣe mi tọ̀nà mi ṣáà lè ní ìṣá.
ọjọ́ tí mo kọ orin kan níbì kan wọ́n ní ẹni sùúrù bẹ́ẹ̀ máa fún yín lówó gbàtọ́ ó yàtọ̀ wá ṣe tán àfẹ́ máa lọ wọ́n lọ bá wọn pé ẹ̀sà tí ẹni ọ̀sẹ̀ ọ̀kan lẹ́nu ohun àwọn tá a pè gbogbo àlejò tá a pè kò sí ìtọ́wọ́ ìmọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bá ń ṣe iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run là ń ṣe
iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run là ń ṣe
ẹsẹ̀ láfihàn lọ ọjọ́ yẹn ṣá.
ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀sàsáìsì ni ó dáa kó tó di pé a máa lọ ẹ̀kọ́ ní kan ká gbọ́.
èmi mo ní mo gbà jọ mo gbà túra Ọlọ́run mo gbàdúrà nínú ìgbèkùn ayé o Ọlọ́run mi mo gbàdúrà orí mo gbàdúrà Olódùmarè mo gbàdúrà nínú ìgbèkùn ayé Ọlọ́run mi mo gbàdúrà.
tí a bá ní nínú àwọn olórin ẹ̀mí tó ń kọrin bí ohun ta lẹ fẹ́ máa fẹ̀gbẹ́jọ ta ní bí mẹ́tọ̀ yín ta ló wù yín.
olórin pọ̀ tó wù mí because mi ò kọ́pì ẹnikẹ́ni but ẹni tó wù mí jù láyé tó wù mí kí n máa gbọ́ ní gbogbo ìgbà ó ní ìyàwó Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí orí ọ̀run ni wọ́n.
ìtúlẹ̀ o èèyàn sọ fún òun ẹbọ ìtúlẹ̀ ọ̀run ni
wọ́n
a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún àǹfààní tó fún wa kí wá ní ìmọ̀ràn yín fún àwọn tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń bọ̀ torí ilẹ̀ díẹ̀ ti tà sí báyìí kí ni ìmọ̀ràn yín ó dà pé ti máa níbi jíìpù mẹ́ta mẹ́yàn.
èyí tí ní mọ́tò
ti nílẹ̀ ní ti wọlé.
bóyá ilé mìíràn tí wọ́n ṣe ń gbé o.
ṣùgbọ́n sọ pé lórí bá lówó tán ẹ̀ máa ń gbéraga.
ìyẹn bọ́n bá lówó tán èmi ò tí ì lówó orí afẹ́fẹ́ la wọ̀ yìí.
kọ́ ìpa aláàánú yìí kan.
ọ̀dà kí wàá ní ìmọ̀ràn yín.
ìmọ̀ràn mi ni pé gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ̀dá bá ń ṣe láyé kó má sọ̀rọ̀ ìtinú lórí ẹ̀.
kó má sọ̀rọ̀ ìtinú.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀la ń bọ̀ wá dà.
ọ̀la ń bọ̀ wá dà. kàmádé ẹ̀bẹ́ ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àwòkọ́ láti wò yìí o àwòkọ́ ló dẹ̀ ti kọrin yìí ẹ kọrin fún Miss Grio ẹ sì kọrin fún Osrc tó yẹ yín ẹ má jẹ́ rán yín létí o
máa ṣe
ìyẹn náà dábẹ́ àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún àǹfààní tó fún wa láti ṣe ètò lónìí fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀dẹ̀ wòran ayọ̀ yìí àkìyìn wípé ẹ ṣé o. Thank you for watching this program. It's Miss Grill and there's the Ondo State Television, Osrc. Thank you for being part of this show. Thank you for watching us on our social media. This is how far we can go today on the program, Miss Grill. A very big thank you to our producer, Femi Ayekomilogbo. Bamo Osha, we thank you. Buki Makeup, thank you very much. Shegelululu, thank you very much. And Buki, ọmọ IT mi tó gbádùn dáadáa, mo tún kí ẹ. Lágbára Elédùà, a ó tún pàdé lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀. Kó tó dìgbà yẹn kan, wọ́n ní ẹ má kánjú tó bá ń ṣe tẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́.
Ó ṣeun.